Welcome to Iconic Talk, your community's number fun podcast with conversation, clowning, and spotlight. All taking center stage here in Winchester, Virginia, where we love to come at you with all the fun facts about what makes Winchester a great place to live. Spotlight, you are here. Once again, thank you, Miss Rachel.
I'm one of the reasons why Winchester is a great place to live.
You are. And you missed last episode, but we missed you and you missed us, and we're excited to have you back in here. No special guests today. You get a chance to listen to
us just blab on
off the top of our heads.
Off the top.
There's so many things that we get a chance to talk about, so I'm excited. You're wearing a Marvel t-shirt today.
Marvel t-shirt.
Have you seen any recent Spider-Man movies? Neither have I.
I've heard. I know people that have and liked it, but
so I need to catch up on the progression of the Spider-Man
I don't
movies.
know enough. I don't know anything.
So, okay. If you're looking for movie knowledge, we're not going to give it to you. No.
My boys could tell you. Gabe could for sure.
Yeah, so could mine.
And I know people that I work with and some friends I have that are like on it. Like they know all of them, which,
all of the
I just watch a movie and I see a movie and I move on.
How they merge the characters together, how they're different universes.
Yep.
Same thing with Star Wars.
Yep.
Like they can quote every single Star Wars thing.
Yes.
I guess we're just a different generation.
Guess so.
I guess so. I don't know. Well, I mean, my wife Erica can quote all kinds of different movies.
Well, sure, I can too, but not.
You know,
I'm not into like the superhero, any of that. I don't know anything.
You just think the shirt's cool.
Yep, it was Gabe's, and he outgrew it, and
you stole it from him.
I was like, I'm yanking that.
Okay,
I love this T-shirt.
Good.
Anyway,
good. Well, welcome.
I am on vacation this week.
Vacation. Let's talk about that.
Staycation.
Okay.
No solid plans.
Yeah.
Just took about 9 days off.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you doing with yourself? Sleeping in? You going
I had dinner with some friends last night, people that I actually been waiting on for a couple of years, and we finally got together for dinner last night. Mm-hmm. I got there and I was like, okay, this could be really fun or really awkward because I've never interacted with them where I'm not at work.
Yeah,
I'm waiting on them and bringing them their bada bing shrimp and a beer, and then I walk away and we chat and we catch up, and then you know, so that was really fun.
I haven't gotten a dinner invitation on your week.
They invited me. They're like, let us take you out. You've had a rough year. I'm like,
okay, fine.
Yes, I have. Please take me out.
Okay.
So anyway, I walked down to Chopstick and had dinner with them.
Cool.
This is all I have today.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's
Just doing this today. And then I think I'm having a girlfriend over tonight to hang out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow I'm going to go pay off a bunch of stuff, pay some bills.
It's always good to hear how you pay bills.
Friday I'm having lunch with my brother.
Oh, good.
Gonna see him. I spent several hours yesterday visiting my mom and dad.
Okay.
And that's getting to be tough.
Yeah. Well, every day people get older.
Daddy's, it's a weird season.
Yeah.
No one prepares you for aging parents.
I went down to go see my parents last weekend, and they're not quite as old as yours, but it's just weird. Yeah. As you go, and then in the same time, then my wife's parents, you see them and you get all these stories of health problems, and they just start bringing. What is it about older people that
they just
unsolicited start bringing up their medical problems? Like, when did that become a thing?
I got a UTI last week.
Right. Like, my dad is like, oh, yeah, went to the dermatologist and had to get this zapped and this zapped. I'm like, where did this come from? I didn't ask. Like,
well, we are all like, my daddy is 86. Mom is 82. And we are now, my sister primarily is their main caregiver. They live in an in-law suite attached to her house. And all four of us now are
you're on it.
On board with caring, especially for my dad. He is getting frailer and more unsteady by the moment. Mm-hmm. He's got some dementia, and I sat with him yesterday. He's just so frustrated with his body.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to make this heavy all of a sudden, but it's a very huge reality in our lives, watching our man of steel dad who has survived more than most people have survived physically broken bones and heart attacks. My dad was probably in his 50s. He was a lineman for the power company for 35, 36 years.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that was what my dad did. Climbed power poles, went out for storms, restored power, transformers, all that stuff. He was standing down an embankment. There was a power pole laying on the side of the road, and my dad was standing down the hill. And I don't remember what happened, but that power pole started to roll.
No.
And it clipped him.
Oh, wow.
And he literally rolled down the hill with this 2,000-pound power pole.
No way.
Broke bones in his legs.
Holy cow.
He's still known at the power company, even all these years later, as the man that rolled down the hill with a power pole.
Superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a heart attack when he was my age. We had pulled in the driveway from a family vacation, and he started mowing the lawn. Mowed the neighbor's lawn because they were always gone for the summer. Mm-hmm. Came in, told mom he thinks he's having a heart attack, but he wants to go take a quick shower before they go to the ER.
No,
that's my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely high pain threshold. You would not believe it.
Yeah.
He has had quadruple bypass a few years ago, stents, shoulder replacement, elbow surgery, the broken bones from the power pole. He's just indestructible.
And
now it's
yeah. My grandmother was frustrated with her body too.
He just wants to be able to move and get around, and he can't.
Not being able to remember things is frustrating for people.
And he's
not
such
being able to move around like you want to.
Servant heart. It is killing him that he can't help Tracy in the garden anymore, that he can't go out and putter around with he wants to go. He's gotten into making these little birdhouse kits from Hobby Lobby, and he's painting them. He loves them.
Yes.
And he gives them away to people as little gifts. Yep. And he told me yesterday, he's like, I could actually make these things. I could go out in my shop with my table saw, and I'm like, not happening. We've all agreed that's not happening. But he couldn't even walk out there on his own.
But that's that's the best thing for him to do. He
just was always so self-sufficient.
Gives him something to do with his hands. Gives him a craft to work on.
And he's so perfectionistic with the stain and paint and detail, and he's gotten so sweet too. Anyway, I'm going to cry.
That's good.
But
no crying.
It's just it's a season of life that I'm currently in. But so anyway, I spent the day with them yesterday hanging out. Mm-hmm. And it's always bittersweet to leave. But I just took the week off. Work has been brutal this summer. Mm-hmm. We've struggled with short-staffed, and it's exhausting, and it's hot, and it's grueling, and it's so many people, and Winchester's a big vacation spot anymore, and we just get annihilated, and so
it's good for money.
It is good for money, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
it's this conflict in my spirit. So it's Friday night at 7:30, and all I want to do is go home.
Right.
I am done. I've been there since 10:30 in the morning. I do not want another freaking person to walk in the door. Yeah. But I desperately need them to walk in the door because that's how I get paid.
There you go.
It's not like an hourly rate or a salaried, it's tips.
It's hard work.
And it is hard work.
Yeah.
And so I took the week off to just decompress.
Good.
And chill. And
well, it's a great week for it.
Yeah, the weather's beautiful.
School's back in session, so the roads aren't as busy. The locations, the stores, the shops, the restaurants aren't as busy. I went to the pool the other night, and there was nobody around where we go.
Hit up Greek Festival on Sunday. We actually closed.
Yeah.
At the last minute because of short staffing and vacations. They decided to close on Sunday, and everybody was like, woohoo! Like a surprise day off.
Great.
And so I went to the Greek Fest with some work friends. That was fun.
There? Did you get any food?
We got there about a half an hour after the friends that we were meeting got there, and the place was packed. Mm-hmm. The line,
it always is.
It was unbelievable.
Yep.
And so we sat down, and I poured a beer, and Ben goes, "Hey, here's €2." I went ahead, I saw the line, and I saw the future, and I went ahead and bought as many as I possibly could so that when our friends showed up, I could just hand them €1, and you guys didn't have to go spend an hour and a half standing in line. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
So Did that.
I love that every year. Like I
I
miss
haven't.
it.
I
I
mean,
miss it this year, but
I don't know that
yeah.
I've been years ago.
They do such a great job of like
I
it.
bought a pair of
It
earrings.
gets
Got a
good.
really cute pair. I'm not wearing them right now.
Yeah.
Got a really cute pair of earrings and a euro, and then we ended up heading down to Vibrissa and just spent the day hanging out with them. We went back to came back to my house and ordered Chinese, and that was like a fun
That's a fun
random
day.
hang out with your manager kind of
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
and but then Saturday was the hot dog days of summer Friends of Old Town fundraiser. I don't know if you knew
Oh,
about
I
that.
forgot to.
We didn't talk about that
No,
prior,
we didn't look that one up and talk about that event.
but I believe it was a $30 ticket.
Yep.
And it got you 12 hot dogs and a beer, which is a great deal.
Okay.
So participating restaurants all came up with a theme for a special hot dog. Brady was walking around dressed as a hot dog.
No.
Luke Knight from Water Street
Yep.
was dressed as a hot dog.
Amazing.
People were wearing like all kinds of different hot dog t-shirts and ball caps. There were stickers, there were pins.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was going to be that big of a deal. And we did, Roma did a Chicago style hot dog, which
Cool.
I'd never had before.
What is the Chicago style?
It was
I think I know what it is, but
it was a poppy seed bun.
okay.
Yellow mustard.
Yep.
Chicago style relish. Pickles.
Oh wow.
Peppers.
Yep.
Tomatoes.
Oh.
And was that it?
That's a lot.
It was beautiful. Like
Yeah.
it was like a work of art. I was like, what in the world is this? And they cut them in half. They let everybody. I mean, I got one for lunch. It was so freaking good.
Probably amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
And there was a contest. So everybody was going around sampling hot dogs.
Oh my gosh. So I was out of town. I missed this.
And
I missed hearing about this. So who won?
Roma.
What happened?
We
Well
won.
done. Good job.
I was so like, I'm not surprised because they did such a great job implementing the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like, I know Manilette's did one. They did a bacon wrapped hot dog with guacamole that I heard was fantastic.
Amazing.
One of the servers was like networking, trying to get people to bring her hot dogs from all over the. Water Street had like a street corn hot dog with cojita cheese and street corn, and that was supposedly really good.
Yeah.
Paladin offered a vegan dog, and they did a footlong, and everybody was saying that they wish they had waited to do the footlong at the end, because after you eat 3 hot dogs then a footlong, you're like, everybody was like walking around with the meat sweats.
I mean, yeah. I mean, recovering for me.
You know?
I mean, good grief.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
It was really funny that Todd Hauser was down there, and he was like, I'm like so full, but we have to try yours, and they're all just like standing there like shoveling these, and by that point your palate's almost ruined because you tasted so many hot dogs. It's hard to be
so
like.
How did the voting take place?
They had a ballot sheet,
and everybody who got a hot dog was able to vote.
And they walked in with a wristband, got your free hot dog from you'd already paid for it with your ticket.
Right.
And Brady walked in about 7:30 Saturday night and announced to us that we had won.
That's awesome.
By like a significant, not
Did
a
you
landslide,
guys capture
but
that for social media or for any other kind of like.
I think we get a golden hot dog trophy. There's going to be a golden hot dog at Roma.
We need a picture of that.
So I'll see what I can do. I don't know when they get that, but anyway, so that was a fun. But honestly, like there was a period of time where they're coming in to get their hot dog, but they're not really buying food from you. So there were people all over the restaurant, but you weren't. And I told my sister, I said, it feels like an adult VBS snack time. Because all these people
Feed
are
all the kids.
coming in, getting their free hot dogs, standing there eating their hot dog, and just they're in the way, but they're not like really patronizing your restaurant.
Right.
Anyway.
Just clogging up the joint.
It was just a funny hour there from 3 to 4 was when we really got our big push.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But so that was Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just.
That's good. I took Pierce back to school.
Yep.
That was an adventure.
Heard about that.
3 full cars / truckloads of
William
stuff.
shared.
Yes. And so thank you, William Orth, who helped with the full truckload of stuff.
Yes.
And driving up there. It's not the only time he's done that.
No,
so
I know.
We have good friends. Got him situated. He was ready to kick us out because basically, he's like, I'm a senior. I can do all this. I don't need parent help. And so we left after a day and a half.
Okay.
Circled back, went down to the city, to New York City.
See Tyson.
Saw Tyson. Went to a Yankees game.
Nice.
Had a hot dog there.
Yep.
Probably nothing like the hot dog that you guys had.
It was awesome.
So had a New York hot dog. And that was one weekend. Then the other weekend went down to Williamsburg to see my parents because it's my dad's birthday this past week. And so it was just like a joint go see Tyson, who was down there for an audition. Lots of different things happening.
Yeah.
And saw the sights of Williamsburg. It's whenever you go back to your hometown. I mean, you live in your hometown.
I live in my hometown.
But whenever you go back to it, it's always interesting to see what's changed, what's different, what's unique, what is the same. And every now and then you run to an old friend. You're like, okay, yeah, now that's what you look like. So that happened as well.
And do they think that about me? Like,
right?
Have I let myself go as much as I feel like they've let themselves go?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's been an interesting summer of just little baby trips here and there that you get a chance to do things, and it's good.
Well, and I'm currently still without a working vehicle, consistently working.
So when you see Rachel just hitching the streets with her
literally,
thumb out, pick her up. She's not gonna, not going to shank you.
Well, thankfully I walk to work anyway. I don't ever drive to work, so that's not been. I'm not impaired that way. And honestly, if you're going to not have a vehicle, this is the day and age. You can Uber, DoorDash, Instacart.
Yep.
I mean, even the liquor store delivers. Did you know that?
I did not. Well, the liquor store that I typically would go to is closed. Yeah.
William called me up a couple weeks ago. Rachel, where the heck is the liquor store?
So you
and then I started doing some research, and I found out that they consolidated and they moved that, which is the one. I mean, that makes this sound terrible, but it's the one that was the most convenient for people who are on foot.
Yeah,
it was right in town,
right off of Jubal Early.
And now all of them is like a destination that they consolidated with the one up by Gabe's.
So I was looking around, and I had to. I mean,
moved all the employees
once every blue moon just to stock up. I actually was buying things for the office because I was doing a party, and I had to Google where am I going to go? I'm like, I don't want to go to Sunnyside. I ended up going over to the one by Gabe's. What's that?
That's where they consolidated
Delco
it to.
Plaza, right?
And they absorbed all the employees into all the other stores. Nobody lost their job. Yeah. But apparently, that was an issue because of it's kind of landlocked there on that corner where Grand Piano is, and right there on Jubal Early. And they had a hard time with the loading and unloading dock, I think, in the back was a big issue.
Maybe it's too easy for people to walk to.
Possibly.
There'd be times that I would show up and you see some people just hanging out. And you're like, is that safe here? Let's see what's going on.
But yeah, so that's a new change in town.
There you
the
go.
Liquor store.
Well, we have other town information. Brought some Winchester Star newspapers from this past week. They're over there next to you. The Monday one said that Hanley got recognized as a top-ranked high school. Roughly 3,900 out of 17,000.
It's pretty big
for things that are, hitting better accreditation standards, better guidelines, better preparedness for college careers. Impressive, interesting, just local fun facts. So good job, Hanley.
Yep.
And then what else did it say? The U.S. Secretary of Education showed up in town.
He's here in town.
Had no idea.
Dolly Parton died.
Yes, that's another news story that's not necessarily related to Winchester, but you're sad about that too.
I don't think there is a person who isn't.
Yeah.
She made such an impact. She was such a giver. She championed that whole give away a book, children's
so many things.
Books.
I mean, yes, she's a performer. She's a songwriter.
Genius songwriter. The songs she wrote, people don't even realize. I Will Always Love You.
Yep.
9 to 5.
Yep.
Jolene.
She was a trailblazer as far as a woman artist like that.
And came from nothing.
Yep.
Like poverty.
Yep.
Anyway, that happened yesterday, and even Gabe texted me. My friend Esther texted me. She's like, "No." Yeah. Even Gabe was like, "Dude, Dolly Parton just died." I'm like,
"Yep, that's stuff." I mean, it's just world keeps moving on.
Yep.
Yep.
So sad. What a loss.
The other thing the Winchester Star said in the other paper, the other one from Tuesday, a local dispensary is opening up
for medical marijuana. Right?
That's what it says, right? In Winchester or in Frederick County, the first one's going to open up.
Okay. Oh yeah, Region's first medical marijuana dispensary opens. All right.
So, local news. Who knew? My news in the world of real estate, it's people always ask me a common question of like, "Oh, how's real estate these days?" Because people, that's just a conversation starter. And the summer's been a little slow, just because of the heat and the weather,
so hot.
and people go on vacations, like whether they're staycations or going away, and you're not in a mood to shop. So houses have been taking a little bit longer to sell. The stats kind of drag out in the summertime, but then historically, especially over the last couple of years, we've seen the trends of Memorial Day to Labor Day, things slow down.
Yeah.
Once school starts, which has just happened, and once Labor Day hits, people who are selling their houses are going to start listing their houses, and buyers are going to be more willing to go shopping. So you kind of have a spike there, where the seasons of the weather impact the seasons of real estate, where basically spring is best because that's where everybody likes to get ready and enter kind of the summer and the new school year with having a new house. Then it dips in the summer, picks back up in the fall, but not as big as spring, then drops in the winter as far as the cycles go. So that's kind of my typical State of the Union, just overview in a nutshell. Very dumbed down. This is dumbed down for all of us out there. But the interest rates still keep hovering in like the low sixes, mid sixes. You can always pay points and pay down for things if you get credits and have help from your sellers if you want to do that. But the house prices keep going up. I mean, we're like pushing 450, 460 is the average price per house.
I'm waiting to see. I just got my house appraised. I'm waiting to see. I tried to open the document when I got the appraisal, but I couldn't get it. So they're mailing me a physical copy.
You'll be impressed, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what the appraisal was, but people get. Here's another little tidbit. Free fun fact for you. People get confused of the difference of an appraisal versus an assessment.
Tax assessment. Two very different.
So you use those two words and they sound the same because they both start with the letter A, and one is for taxes. That's an assessment where the city or the county determines the value of your house so they can tax you on that value. So most recently, both the city and the county and surrounding counties redid their assessed values back in 2025 and really jacked up the prices because the counties and the cities realized, oh, the values of prices around here keep going up and we're not getting our fair share of tax dollars.
It's kind of ridiculous,
so
actually.
We need to balance it out. The county or the cities never get the evaluation fully accurate of what true fair market value is, right? They never get it right. So they're always behind the curve. So recently they were behind the curve and they're like, oh, we're getting tax assessments that are down here at, say, pick a number, 250,000. Well, now we're going to reassess you to be 350,000 because we know your house is worth that.
Yeah.
So people freaked out.
Yeah.
But that new assessed value actually was pretty close to fair market value. Even as much as I would say they would always get it wrong. But now since then, the market's changed. Things are selling for even over that assessed value. What you said you got is a true appraisal.
And the actual value of your home.
And that's where our buddy William Worth, who's been on Iconic Talk twice now, he does that for a living. And you can go back and listen to some of the episodes we've had with him where basically he will give the specific real number of what their opinion is as an appraiser of fair market value. Yeah. So you need to go home and open that up. And you're
I don't have it yet. I'm super excited to see it. I mean, I know that the townhomes that they're building behind me on National are starting at mid 350, like mid 300s.
Sure. Okay.
So I don't know.
And it's all based on
my house
location,
is old.
the condition, the size of the house, the size of the lot. So all those things come into play. And what an appraiser, a real appraiser who's giving you the real number is going to do for you is evaluate it against like 3 or 4 other similar houses.
Yeah.
And they'll make what's called adjustments to
my house is 1946. It's a beautiful old 4-square.
Yeah.
9-foot ceilings, all hardwood floors.
Yep.
But it needs some work.
Needs some work.
There's a lot of deferred maintenance
and an assessor doesn't know that because they never go in the inside of your house.
Right.
An appraiser does go inside of your house.
They just took photos from the corner.
No kidding. Huh. Well, that's based on what the lender really needed for your line of credit, as opposed to somebody who might have a contract on a house. Right. They will go into a house. But so whatever the bank requirements are, they'll follow those rules. Not going to the house is going to help you.
I hope so.
If you're saying that basically like it's not in great shape.
I mean, all I can't talk. All original windows, single pane windows in there. I had a major plumbing issue this week.
Shh! Don't tell the appraiser these things.
It's over. I've already closed.
Right.
That happened after, thank goodness. But I mean, I wouldn't have disclosed that anyway. But the main drain, the old cast iron pipe drain, clogged. Yeah. And the bad water.
That'll get you. Started overflowing, coming up. Okay.
So got that fixed. Snaked, had a plumber come over and get that taken care of. But he was like, if I can't get this, I don't know what you're going to have to do. And then I was like, in my brain, I'm digging up my entire backyard to put in a whole new drain line. And I about vomited.
No, you don't want that.
I have.
You're lucky that you're able to snake
poured my life into my backyard.
You just got to be careful. People flush everything down toilets, right?
I learned.
It's
there's certain things I know not to flush. Yeah. But flushable wipes do not break down.
So that hit me.
And he told me, he said, flushable wipes are 90% and feminine products and tree roots.
Yes.
But he said, do not ever believe on a packaging that says flushable wipes are flushable. They were coming out
They're not
whole.
Biodegradable like that. Yes. So the exact same story here in my Icon Real Estate, Icon Media building. Same thing. Water was bubbling up through the kitchen sink. And I was hitting the garbage disposal. I'm like, something's clogged. Run that thing.
Quick.
The next day, I see more bubbling up. And I thought it might have been from the laundry machine that was sinking into the same drain, that it was too much water. It couldn't handle capacity. Get the plumber out there. He snakes it. The exact same thing. He's like, you guys have some really clean bums around here, don't you? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
And he told me, he said, all the research you see online will tell you do not flush these things. They continue to sell them as flushable wipes. And it's like, I'm like, okay, done.
He said, I just had to deal with a mountain of flushable wipes and dealt with all of that. And he's like,
it was gross.
He's like, unfortunately, I have to charge you a little bit extra for handling these nonsense things that I'm like, oh, thank you very much.
Oh.
Not me, but other people in the building I had to go circle back to all my tenants and say, okay.
No mas.
Yep. Hands off the flushable wipes, the dude wipes or whatever they're called. Yes.
And that's what I was buying for the boys. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's your
we have covered
fun stats of the day.
Oh, and to circle back just real quick before we get to upcoming events and wrap this up.
Yep.
I have decided that I really enjoy the fact that my children are no longer in the home.
Yeah, you were on a little bit of a spiral about that.
Took about a week and a half, and then I was like, oh.
Now you're feeling good.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So anyway.
Good to hear.
Yep.
I'm glad we're able to get like a follow-up report on that.
They're very happy in their little bachelor pad. They still obviously have a ton of crap they need to clean out of their bedrooms. I can't even walk in there right now. It's so bad. But they're slowly working away at it. I've given them a deadline to get it cleaned up.
Good.
So we'll see what happens. Anyway, upcoming events.
We covered your life. We covered
my dad,
some
local Dolly Parton.
Covered real estate.
Empty nesting.
Just don't talk to us
plumbing
about
problems.
Movies. Yeah.
Anyway.
Upcoming events. So the upcoming events, there is something even tonight, Bluegrass on the Farm.
Out at the Homestead Homestead Farm?
Yeah, the Homestead Farm at Fruit Hill Orchard, which is out 522.
Yep. Right there by WinCog.
Yeah. Yeah. They WinCog is
Winchester
short
Church
for
of God.
Winchester
Yeah,
Church
sorry.
of God, for people that don't know that. They serve dinner. And then there's live music. So you bring a lawn chair and have a relaxing night with friends,
Bluegrass.
family, bluegrass.
Yep.
So that's one option that's coming up even just tonight. Other things over the weekend is a tavern night at LaGrange Family Farm on
which
the
is
28th
just
on
south
Friday
of
night.
Stephen City on 11.
Yeah.
Beautiful spot.
So they have a farm where also they are doing just music, hard cider. They said something called a historic cake will be there.
Okay.
I don't even know. So it's a part of the Hungry for History event that the town is doing. So the Hungry for History event is just something that you just bounce around the local areas, and it's a benefit. It goes on from Friday, August 28th through Monday, September 7th in Winchester and Frederick County. And there's different museums, different historic sites, different community locations that will do presentations or cooking demonstrations or children's activities. And it's meant to span across that full week-long period, including Sonberger's is part of it. Vault and Cellar is a part of it. That LaGrange Farm.
Yeah.
So we'll send a link, and it's just event after event after event that kind of links the tradition of Winchester and the town. That just get some food, get some drinks, get some entertainment here in the next week. Labor Day weekend's coming up, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, you're probably working for that too.
I will be working at the restaurant, but I also have a wedding on Sunday.
Cool.
That I'm delivering out to Fox Meadow.
Cool.
Barn on the 6th.
I'm going to cut you off. I forgot about this. Before Labor Day is on the 29th. That is this coming Saturday. Pickle-Chester. Pickle-Chester at West Oaks Farm. So a couple years ago, I happened to stumble into Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Does their
we talked about
Pickle
it.
Fest,
yes.
right?
Yes.
And now West Oaks is going to replicate their own version of a pickle fest called Pickle-Chester, where they're going to have pickle-themed foods, beers, vendors, activities. We'll leave it up to
also,
West Oaks.
Probably just pickles.
Real pickles will be there too, I'm sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's on Saturday this weekend.
Okay.
So tons of things happening this weekend. Okay, go on. Labor Day, you've got wedding.
I got a wedding, and then we've got Fiddles and Fifths coming down the pike the second weekend in September.
We'll talk more about that next episode too. But that's kind of a fun thing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Does it bring you guys business?
Yeah. It's also, I'm trying to think if that's an open drinking day. I don't remember if that's a Dora event.
I don't know. We'll
always
figure that
adds
out.
An interesting
But the Labor Day
element.
weekend downtown is the first Friday.
Yeah.
So you get a chance to experience music at Taylor Pavilion. There'll be artists and other vendors downtown Walking Mall that will have drinks for activities downtown. So first Friday, Labor Day weekend, that'll be coming up too.
I'll be back in the business by that point.
Back in the business. Get out of your doldrums of just kind of staycations and get back to work. Make that money, girl. You can do it.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, thanks so much for watching, listening. Thank you for being back here once again, Spotlight, bringing the fun, bringing the spotlight, bringing the entertainment. And once again, share this with your friends, family, neighbors, you name it, like it, post about it. We'll give you the links and details to these events and more on our show notes. Go to YouTube so you can actually look at us and watch us if you want to see the video version of things. Spotify, Google, Apple, all the other spots where you get your podcasts. Tell that to your friends. Once again, here in the Icon Media Studios, you never know. Next time, you could be sitting in this blue couch because we want to hear from you, where you can promote.
We're tired of hearing
your
from ourselves.
brand. We have another couple people coming up. I'm excited.
Okay.
We talked to our buddy Todd, and there could be some options with that.
Right.
So we're excited about what you might be able to learn when it comes to investments. So we'll see. Anyway, until next time, think iconic.